Alright, so Sean here, just wanted to go over a couple of things. I just had a very bad experience in the Heroic Strike. First of all, let's just mention that the Heroic Strikes, the required light level says 350. To be completely honest, I'm not sure if they actually meant the 350. I feel like it's much more difficult considering I can solo a damn Nightfall, but I get damn near one shot every time I go into a Heroic Strike. Anyways, I digress. So, for any Nightstalkers out there, I main Nightstalker myself, for any Nightstalkers out there, please, for the love of God, do not be terrible with it. I don't care what you have to do to be good with it. I don't care. It is possible to be a very good support, and I cannot stress that enough. Nightstalkers, you are not built for aggressive gameplay. I am sorry to break your hearts, but that is just not how it is. Run the Arcstrider or the Gunslinger. Those are your aggressive builds. As a Nightstalker, your entire purpose, at least in Destiny 2, with this lovely exotic right here, Orpheus Rigs. Just for those who don't know what this does, probably have it, but have no idea what it does. Uncanny Arrows. Ability Energy, Orbs of Light, each enemy tethered by shadow shots. You have any idea what you can do with something like that? Big enough group of enemies, you shadow shot into it, and instant shadow shot again for the next phase. For the love of God, do not be terrible. Don't waste it. If you're not running the Orpheus Rigs in strikes, I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong, but you're missing out on a very, very, very important aspect of even being a Nightstalker. Destiny 2 has shaped it for you to be support characters. That is your entire goal here, is to be support. Now, don't mind my terrible gameplay. I am still slightly irritated from the previous strike there, so my gameplay might struggle just a little bit, hence why I'm not doing strikes right now. Same thing goes for Golden Gun. I am a terrible Golden Gun as of right now. I haven't played Gunslingers since Destiny 1, and even then, once I found Nightstalker, it kinda just became the thing I did. So I'm reintroducing myself, so don't judge too hardly, and if you do, I really don't care. Anyways, the entire job for Nightstalker, I've said it like a dozen times already, support, 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 support. Let's make that, you know, a dozen and a half. Your job is to provide the other members of your fire team with the super energy. That is the entire purpose of your being in the fire team in the first place. Yes, Nightstalkers are great in PvP, absolutely. We're not talking about PvP right now, so if anyone's going to go on that tirade, I just stopped you right there. I don't care about PvP at the current moment. All I care about is doing PvE right now. Be a good support, be a good Nightstalker, help out your fire team. Use your invis to, you know, just dodge and boom, invis. Use that to go, you know, revive your fallen teammates if applicable. If you can't get to them, don't be stupid. And this goes to every single Guardian out there, regardless of subclass, whatever the hell, I don't care. Don't throw your life away on a res unless you can actually get the res off. If you can't get the res, then just simply don't do it. Let the timer go. Focus on surviving. No one's going to get mad, and if they do, then who cares? It's not like they're gonna sit there and actually be able to affect your life. Let them sit there, think about their life decisions while their ghost hovers over them, and then when the timer's up, they can revive themselves. It's really not a hard concept, guys. Being good in this game can be challenging, but not nearly as bad as people are making it. I don't know exactly if it was his first time being a Nightstalker or hers. I don't know, his or hers first time as a Nightstalker. It just didn't quite make sense to me, unless they went out and picked up Destiny 2 and all the expansions and have never even played Destiny at all. I find it highly unlikely considering the fan base, regardless of how damaged it currently is. You should know what you're doing. Now, if it's your first time experimenting, don't do it in Heroic Strikes. Do not experiment in Heroic Strikes, at least with you know, the matchmaking system. You want to experiment with a subclass in a heroic strike? Take, you know, some friends of yours. Take people in your clan. If you don't have a clan and you're a solo player, honestly, stay out of the heroic strikes while you're experimenting. It'll save yourself and everyone else a giant headache. This game is meant to be fun, yes, but it's also got a competitive nature to it. People like doing the competitive side. An example, me, which is why I get so frustrated. Not to mention that Nightstalker is the class that I primarily mained during D1. So yeah, it hits a nerve when someone does it, you know, so terribly. Arms dealer was the strike in question, and it is not a hard strike. It's really not. My clan and I have downed him in a single phase before with no effort at all. Granted, I was running my Sunbreaker, but even then, you know, it's possible. And during the heroic strike, yeah, it's probably a bit more challenging. We haven't done that as a, you know, clan yet. Not that I'm aware of, not that I have been a part of. Our clan consists of like 20 some odd members. So there's a decent chance. I don't know. I haven't been able to associate with people. It's hard to talk to 20 plus people at any given point in time, considering, you know, life and all of its unexpected, you know, plot twists. Regardless, it is not a hard strike to do. Heroic, Nightfall, doesn't matter. It is not a hard one. All you have to do is be smart, and for instance, running Nightstalker, when you get past that first phase and he unleashes the dogs, it is extremely important that you throw a tether down in there. It slows the dogs down, therefore, you know, they can't behave like, you know, more intelligent thralls and take out your entire fire team by melees. It is asinine to get an entire fire team wipe via melees. It is asinine and, to me, unacceptable. It's funny if you do it intentionally for jokes, that's fine, that's one thing. But when you're in a matchmaking system, I actually didn't mean to get in this, but okay. When you're in a matchmaking system, it is not funny to sit there and repeatedly kill your team, especially on the heroic strike modifiers that we have this week. So Blackout is the only one that's stacked against us, and it is a pretty massive one. For those of you who don't know, it takes away your radar, and any melee, regardless of what type of melee, from the enemy is an instant kill. That is extremely bad considering, you know, those dogs, like I just said. Hence why it's extremely important just to and drop that tether. It slows them down, stuns them. Drop a smoke so they get blinded. No one's really going to get mad about that. If anything, they're going to send you thank yous via PSN or Xbox, whatever the hell you're playing. If you're playing Xbox, I don't understand why you would even own an Xbox, but I mean, that's my personal preference. Alright, so that, I guess, is my daily rant on Nightstalkers. So get good with it before you go and start doing other things like heroic strikes and nightfalls and trying to do raids and everything like that. You know, take some time, practice, do exactly what I'm doing here. Go on a rant, run around and just kill shit. It is by far the easiest way to get good with the subclasses, just to continuously kill shit, no matter how meaningless it is. Like right now, I can guarantee we're not going to finish this escalation protocol. It was just randomly started with just a bunch of random people. It is not gonna get done. It's just all there is to it. We'll do our damnedest, but most of us are doing this for, you know, the lovely Valkyrie, so you can get the things that are right over there, or would be right over there if I haven't already got it, and it's the little nodes that you shoot for that lovely 44 out of 45 that I have down here. I'm missing one. Most of us are doing it just for that. Regardless, once again, I'm going off on a totally different subject. Nightstalkers, practice, 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 especially if you're experimenting, practice, 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 and then the most important thing of all, be a good teammate. Alright, have a good day, guys.